Hey guys, it's Naya here and I'm back with another video, and today hello. Hey guys, it's Naya here and I'm back with another video, and today, yes, I'm not even going to give y'all a whole sob story about why I haven't been on, but I am going to tell you the mental wasn't right. It wasn't. So, I've been working on just bettering myself and eliminating some people out of my life so I can elevate in life. Sometimes you gotta eliminate whatever is stopping you from your destiny. Sometimes you just gotta, sit back and think, like, who is the company that I am around? Am I doing more of the things that I don't normally do around these people that is negative? Like, and really think about your future, because sometimes we be so stuck in the now, and that's not always the best choice. It's good to be in the now, but also be in the future and think about who you want to be in the future, because one wrong move can mess up your entire life, I'm telling you. And luckily, I have parents that always, especially my mom, always try to prioritize mental health and stuff, and having confidence, y'all. I'm eating gummy bears. Not gummy bears, but fruit snacks. Really good. I had like the Arizona ones the other day. It was so good. Well, I'm not a huge fan of the Arizona ones because the gummy is so hard and you could barely chew through it, but it's okay. But these are good. Perfect. That's an ASMR. So today we're definitely doing a reaction video, y'all. But let me
listen, only person.
Sorry, y'all. I want to put something on the TV. Okay, so I'm going into my watch later list. I have a whole list of things that I should be reacting to, but I have been so in my head. But we're gonna get into it, y'all. We gonna have like some consistent content, but I'm not gonna promise y'all anything. I'm promising myself something because I want this. And I love my community, and I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and staying by me throughout the time. So we're gonna do, okay, Childish Gambino, 3005 video, Finally Explained. I always loved his music, especially this song. 3005 is one of my favorite songs by him. It's a really good song. I feel like it's a little underrated. I feel like it was mostly like a TikTok thing, but I always loved this song since I was young. All right, and this video is from, what's it? The Sect podcast. So 1, 2, 3. Let's get into it.
In the 2013 music video for the song 3005, Childish Gambino is seen riding a carnival Ferris wheel with a stuffed teddy bear. The bear gets more and more beat up as the video progresses, and by the end, a large fire surrounds the wheel. The bear is completely destroyed, and Gambino mysteriously disappears. This video now has over 100 million views on YouTube alone.
I think it was December 13th, 2013. Wait, let me go back.
In the 2013 music video for the song 3005, Childish Gambino is seen riding a carnival Ferris wheel with a stuffed teddy bear. The bear gets more and more beat up as the video progresses, and by the end, a large fire surrounds the wheel. The bear is completely destroyed, and Gambino mysteriously disappears. This video now has over 100 million views
December
on YouTube alone.
6th, the day
So
after
despite
my
its popularity,
birthday.
most of its arcane symbols and references are still very much a mystery. That is, until today. I'm Cole Kushna, host of the music analysis podcast Dissect, which is currently breaking down Childish Gambino's Because the Internet over 13 episodes. Today, in our very first video analysis, we're dissecting the cryptic visuals of 3005. 3005 is part of Donald Glover's larger mixed media world known as Because the Internet. And like all things BTI, we have to view the song and video within the context of this world for a complete understanding. Composed of interconnected music, film, a screenplay, performance art, hidden web content, and more, Because the Internet explores finding meaningful connection and growth in the age of the Internet. At the center of the world's 5-act narrative is a surreal composite of Donald Glover, his rap alias Childish Gambino, and a protagonist simply named The Boy. The Boy is a rich, 20-something internet troll who has an existential crisis after realizing his life so far has been meaningless, a monotonous loop of partying and insubstantial relationships. We hear these sentiments expressed in 3005's verses. Gambino describes his party lifestyle and how he feels lonely despite having a house full of homies. Verse 2 gets even more confessional, as he admits his friends are using him for his money, says he's lost hope of a happy ending, and concludes that we're all just ticking time bombs, alluding to our inevitable deaths. These thoughts about mortality, combined with his feelings of alienation, confirm what the boy is feeling: existential loneliness. At the time of BTI's creation, Glover was heavily into existential philosophy and was constantly seen carrying this book about existential philosophers. Even in interviews, Glover was quick to mitigate people's assumptions that 3005 was simply a love song.
So 3005, what's it about?
It's funny because I've been reading comments and everybody's like, it's a love song, obviously, like a little bit. I was like, it's not, it's like one of the sadder, like, I feel like songs not about, and it's just about like, it's kind of an existential thing. Like, it's just like, kind of like, I don't really, like, I just don't want to be, I'm really scared of being alone. Like, I'm really scared of like, what is this supposed to be?
The hook of 3005 interrogates what society.
See, that is so real. Like, you can have all these friends, everybody around you, and still feel lonely. And most of the time, when you feel lonely around other people, it might be like a little mental health issues, but also your company shows how you think about yourself. So when I was insecure and I felt lonely and stuff, I just clung on to people. Like, as soon as somebody give me like any type of love, even as a friend, I would be like, oh my God, like, let me go buy her something. Let me go, if she need to eat, I'm gonna get her something to eat. If she need this done, if she need that done, if her room look a mess, I'm gonna clean it for her and not even think about it. But in return, I would not get that same type of energy. But that's because I was doing it out of what I was lacking inside and what I wanted other people to do for me, and not really because because I was actually, I feel like I've always been a nice person, but my reason for being a nice person wasn't as pure as I thought it was. It was just to fill my hole in myself. So sometimes you have to let go of those people that even when you're around them, you feel empty. Even when you're around them, you're not getting no excitement, but you're constantly putting a smile on other people's faces. You need people around you that can see you and see you for who you are. And even all the bad parts of you. That's what true friendship is and true love is. They will see you at your lowest and bring you out of that. And some people would be okay with you wallowing in that because they're gaining from it. But yeah, I totally understand like the existential, loneliness feeling. Like, I know how that feels. And just trying to understand life and growing up and, getting older is scary. I thought I wasn't going to be here. At 16, I thought I was going to be gone by now. I thought I was going to be gone. but I'm still here. I'm 21 years old. Like, I would have never thought. So now that I'm at this level, or I'm still here, that means I have to put myself first. I need to start building something instead of just thinking things are going to just fall apart. Yes, we're all going to pass away, but that doesn't mean that because we're going to pass away, nothing matters. Make things matter to you. Whatever matters to you, you go after that. It don't have to matter to me. It don't gotta matter to the next person. As long as it matters to you, that's what matters. Okay? So we're gonna get back into the video. I'm sorry I'm talking too much, but yeah.
Often prescribes as an antidote to existential loneliness, committing ourselves to a single person forever through marriage. The hook's lyrics actually resemble wedding vows, and in the screenplay that accompanies the album, 3005 scores a scene of the boy and his crew watching a wedding. While his friends express cynicism about marriage, the boy is more open-minded, curious whether it could cure his loneliness. In this same scene, one of his friends makes what seems to be a passing reference to the 90s sitcom Boy Meets World. But in the world of BTI, these kinds of passing references almost always direct us to another area of the world for further exploration. In BTI's short film Clapping for the Wrong Reasons, there's a scene that stars Danielle Fishel, who famously played Topanga on Boy Meets World. Uncoincidentally, this scene also centers around a wedding, albeit through Fishel's recurring dream.
I've had the most strangely recurring dreams over the last week. And it's of my wedding, but nothing is going right. Everything's a disaster.
Amidst her own personal crisis, Fishel goes on to explain how everyone is ready for the wedding but her, and that she's secretly a few weeks pregnant and smoking a cigarette.
So I tell my mom, Mom, you don't know this, but I'm 3 or 4 weeks pregnant. She says, not put out the cigarette. She says, well, maybe you should go get in your wedding dress.
Finding out that her daughter is pregnant and smoking, Fishel's mother simply tells her to put her wedding dress on. That is, in the face of the existential threat of death and decay, the fact that we're all just ticking time bombs, she offers up the very prescription that 3005 interrogates, committing to a single person forever. When we key in on this idea of forever in relation to 3005, we start to see it everywhere. Take the song title itself. 3005 is a year so far away it might as well be forever. And the middle two numbers, 00, resemble an infinity symbol, the symbol for forever. And when we add up the outer two numbers, 3 and 5, or even 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5, we get 8, itself a vertical infinity symbol. Musically, we actually...
Do you think he's reaching? I don't know. Maybe. But do you think he's reaching? I don't know. I think he's reaching just a little bit.
Find an allusion to forever in the song's chord progression that loops throughout the entire song. It begins with a C sharp minor 7, moves up to a D major 7, up again to an F sharp minor, then back down to the D major 7, and finally returns to the first chord, C sharp minor 7. This chord progression is a palindrome, something that reads the same backwards as it does forward. A palindrome is essentially a self-contained loop, and when divided down the center, its two sides create a perfect mirror image. And you know what else is palindromic in shape? Loops or cycles are one of the biggest recurring motifs found throughout the world of BTI. You might remember the video for the song Sweatpants, where the boy makes his way through a diner over and over again, repeating the same actions as everyone else begins looking like him. A similar looping structure is used in the video for 3005, as the video is essentially 3 nearly identical rotations or cycles around a Ferris wheel. The wheel itself is circular as well, something that rotates around and around endlessly. You're continuously moving, but you're not actually going anywhere. We think first of the boy's life, which he's recognized as a continuous loop of partying and selfish excess. He's stuck on the wheel, stuck in adolescence, and he needs to grow up. This is one reason his name is simply The Boy, and the candy-colored lights of the Ferris wheel in the carnival setting help convey this aura of adolescence. Then there's the teddy bear sitting next to Gambino or the boy. The symbolism here is infinite. Most immediately, the bear represents youth and innocence, something that's eventually destroyed in adulthood when we experience the unforgiving nature of life and become aware of our mortality, which is reflected in the bear's deterioration over time. And then there's the bear's pilot hat, which ties into Donald Glover using costuming as a part of his performance art during this time. In all interviews and public appearances, Glover wore the same outfit as the boy, including this same style hat. The hat itself is most likely referencing Holden Caulfield's hat in the classic 1951 novel, The Catcher in the Rye. Holden Caulfield and the boy carry many similarities beside the hat, as both well-to-do young men grapple with existential angst while realizing everyone around them is a phony. At one point in Catcher in the Rye, Holden Caulfield laments that, quote, "People always clap for the wrong reasons." This is the inspiration for the title of the aforementioned short film, Clapping for the Wrong Reasons. We're reminded of how Glover would comment in interviews that people were misinterpreting 3005 as a love song. It seems Glover may have thought people were clapping for the wrong reasons about 3005. Finally, a teddy bear is an object of comfort, something children are given.
People aren't as lyrical or deep as everybody else, and so a lot of songs that's like this song, it goes over people's head, or people don't even care to really understand what the music is saying, what the lyrics are saying. They're just going after the beat. The beat is a great beat, but also the song is deeper than what you think. But because everybody has their own perception onto things, yeah, the idea of the song can be misconstrued, and people could think it's just a love song, but it's a lot deeper than that. A lot deeper.
Cuddle when alone and scared in bed. In the context of a carnival, a large stuffed teddy bear is a classic prize, tied to the idea of a date at a fair and trying to win a gift for a special someone.
And speaking of this, you see, my teddy bear, my grandma, she had passed away, and me and my mom, before she passed away, like a few years before she passed away, we had picked out this bear, and it's a little running down, but it used to sing and stuff. But like, it definitely shows how the older you get, the things around you deteriorate as well. So you gotta let things shed in order to become the true person that you are. Wholeheartedly be yourself. You gotta shed some things. You gotta probably cut off people. Cut off your favorite ex. You gotta, it's a little hard. The way I'm saying it sounds easy, but you're gonna have to in order to grow. And the more you stay stuck in that space, you're never gonna move forward. So yeah, it's gonna hurt to let go of that bear, or let go of that, let go of your favorite headphones from 20 years ago, but they don't even work, so why keep them? You know what I mean? So yeah, shed the things that need to be shed. Don't hoard things, even people. You cannot hoard people. You're going to stay stuck. You want to move forward, you got to let things go.
This way, the bear is a stand-in for a relationship, or more specifically, marriage, our commitment to forever with a single person, society's antidote to existential loneliness, the adult version of the teddy bear we cuddle when we're alone and scared. When we understand this relationship, first, a Ferris wheel is a common setting for romance, often seen in films like The Notebook and Love, Simon. But more importantly, we start to recognize the Ferris wheel as a larger metaphor for our time on Earth. The boy and the bear have chosen to sit with each other on their life's ride. At first, the outside world is a fun zone, a carnival full of magic and wonder, not unlike our experience of the world as a child. But as time passes, the video reveals that the outside world is burning, symbolic of our ever-impending death. We're all just ticking time bombs, as Gambino points out, and the bear's decay over the course of the video seems to represent both the boy's loss of innocence and the fact that we're constantly aging, constantly dying. This latter point is conveyed by the other passengers on the Ferris wheel. In the first loop cycle, we see a young couple, likely in their 20s. In the second cycle, they're gray-haired, clearly decades older. In the third time
I didn't even peep that. Okay. He on to something.
around, they're gone completely. This reveals that these loops around the Ferris wheel are indicative of the passage of time, coupled with the impending death represented by the fire. Sooner or later, a ride is over. And this brings us to the end of the video. Gambino is gone and the teddy bear is completely destroyed. Despite the fact that we choose to marry, someone almost always dies first, and there's no getting around the fact that we will all die alone. This is not to say marriage has no value, but we shouldn't expect it to cure existential loneliness. This deeper loneliness must be grappled with on the individual level.
We're all alone in the end, so it's good.
Wow.
That's the way it has to be.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I learned last year the most important thing, and that is like, the only love that's reciprocal is love of self. You really have to like yourself. That's the thing. And that's the only thing. You can't rely on other people. That's whack. It's so whack to be like, please fill in these holes in me that like, I don't think I'm strong enough. Like, that's whack.
And it's here that we can finally unlock the most compelling symbolic function of the Ferris wheel. Throughout the video, the main visual focus stays on the single cabin with Gambino and his bear. The romantic connotations of the Ferris wheel and the teddy bear as a classic carnival prize imply a surface-level focus on romance, a single partner to ride with as the purpose of the whole thing. But focus too much on a single cabin or connection, and we miss the larger construction of the Ferris wheel as a whole. Looking at the entire ride, we realize that each cabin is separate but connected via the Ferris wheel center. Despite how alone we may sometimes feel in our individual cabins, we're all on the same ride, all interconnected.
We're all in this together. We all in this together.
Living and sharing these times together. But if we focus too much on one pair, one cabin, or just the ride itself, we lose focus of everything going on around the fun. Be it global warming, warfare, police brutality, or simply the existential threat of our inevitable death, the world's dangers are unrelenting and ever-present. And the Ferris wheel makes plain that the burning world is seen. It's an exposed ride, where part of the experience is looking around at the sights. In today's information age, we're not unaware of the world's issues, but we're often content to enjoy a connection or two we've made, sit back, and coast, all the while knowing parts of the world are burning. If we focus on Gambino and his teddy bear, sure, this is a fun little video, but we fail to make other connections, fail to see what's going on everywhere else. You might actually remember this very technique being used as the basis of This Is America,
This is America.
Where our focus on...
Don't get you slipping now. Don't get you wearing now. This is America. Or my area.
Gambino's song and dance distract us from the chaos ensuing behind him. The choice Glover seems to lay out in both videos is the same. Like the boy before his crisis, you can take the blue pill and selfishly indulge. Concern yourself with only your Ferris wheel cabin, the song and dance, blind to the realities of the world and our larger purpose here. Or you can take the red pill and see the world holistically, the good and the bad, the beauty and the chaos, and realize that we're all on this ride together, that we need to help each other and act with the connections between us as our unifying purpose in order to face the existential threats of the world together.
Alright. Please don't. Okay. Y'all, I was about to cry because I thought it didn't save the screen recording. But yeah, y'all, this is the end of the video. I hope y'all had a great time with me today. I had a good time. I'm back in this thing. I kind of feel good. No, I feel good. I feel good. Feel good, y'all. Make sure y'all take care of y'all mental health. Don't overwork yourselves, no matter who is on your back. And love yourself internally. Don't just love yourself for your outside appearance and all that stuff. Because it matters. But it barely matters. It matters for other people. But internally, in order to like yourself on the outside, you gotta love yourself on the inside. Because you could be very attractive and beautiful, handsome, and still feel a hole in your chest. And that's what you need to feel. Not with people, not with things, not with alcohol, not with, whatever. Fill it with yourself. Fill it with God. Whatever you need to fill it with, just don't fill it with people, because people will lead you astray. And you know, at the end of the day, even if the person really loves you, they're going to have to die one day. And if you don't like yourself then, you're going to go crazy. Love yourself first. And that's all. Okay, love yourself first. I love you guys. I had a great day. I hope you had a great day. And bye.